welcome to another 5-minute flute lesson, and we are going to learn another new note this week. So last week our focus was all about the B flat. So the B flat was basically playing a B and then using our index finger on the lower hand, pressing that key down, and that made a B flat. And we discovered that a B flat, the symbol for a flat, is like a lowercase b next to the note. Today we're going to learn a completely different note. We're going to learn the note F. Now the F can be seen on the stave. It's written down in front of you. It's in the very first space. So we count from the bottom up. So you have the bottom line, and between the bottom line and the second line, the note F sort of nestles. That's where it fits in that space. So that's the note F. That's where you will see it. Now, how do we play the note F? Well, actually, we use everything that we've learnt so far to help us. So if you put your hand in the G position, so if the G position, if you remember, we have our thumb on the back, we have our little finger at the bottom on the foot, and then we use our index finger, our middle finger, and our fourth finger, and we press those keys down. So that is the note G. And then obviously last week we learnt the note B flat, and we introduced our index finger for the B flat using our other hand. That finger is going to be used today for our F note. So instead of that, which is B flat, we're putting all of our top fingers down, and we're using the top finger of the bottom hand to make the note F. Now, sometimes it's a little bit more difficult to get these lower notes out. Don't worry about it. The more you do it, the easier it will become. And obviously, the more you've been practicing playing these other notes and getting a good sound on those, the easier it will be to get that F note out. But don't be disheartened if it comes out and it's a little bit airy to begin with. It will improve, okay, because those lower notes do tend to be a little bit more difficult to play. So we have the note F. Now, as ever, I've written you a little piece of music to go with today's lesson, which is incorporating the note F, and we're using the B flat that we learned from last week. We're not using the note B at all in this new piece of music. We're using the B flat from last week, and we're using the F. So here is today's piece of music. Have a little listen. So we've got starting on our F, we're ending on F, and we are using B flat and C, and we are using the C to the B flat, which is probably one of the trickier movements to master, because you've got to put your thumb down as well as put your index finger down on your bottom hand at the same time. If you put one down before the other, you'll find that you're playing an extra note in between. So we want to try and avoid that. We want to bring our fingers down absolutely together, which is why it's a good idea to practice just using our fingers first and then adding the blowing in after. Happy practicing. The music for today's piece, and for all of the pieces that we've been looking at through the previous lessons, can be found on the Theatre of Music website under Instrumental and Vocal Tuition. Please subscribe to the Theatre of Music YouTube channel, and if you're able, become a member of Theatre of Music via our Ko-fi page. You can see the QR code in front of you and find out what we have to offer for a small subscription each month. It's only through your support that I can create these lessons, and any and all of your support is gratefully received. And if you would like one-to-one flute, clarinet, saxophone, piano, keyboard or singing lessons with me via Zoom or Teams, please go to the Theatre of Music website, www.theatreofmusic.com, and click on Instrumental and Vocal Tuition for more information.